Good morning, YouTubers, and a very happy 2011. I've been asked to fix a computer like this one. These are the so-called lunchbox computers. It's a Compaq Portable 386. As a matter of fact, it is a 386. I was reading about it online. Is a 1 to 5 1/4 floppy disk. The back connections obviously see a switch, parallel, serial, and that is the video port. Yeah, 9 pin. And this here is an expansion slot. You would have the big cartridge from there to there, so you can put in your ISA cards. And yeah. I'm going to show you. Now this is the keyboard. 92 keys. No arrow keys, delete or whatever. Yeah, it's an LCD display which can go up. Jeez. I'll just put the camera down. See, you can lift up, and then it can go down. There's a few LEDs. This is video, light, contrasting, I think. It's well-built machine actually. And I was reading about it online. Yeah, it says it's 20 megahertz, and it says you can upgrade this machine to a 486, 10 megs of RAM, and a 9 gig hard disk. Oh yeah, technical information I was reading about this. It was made in October 1987. Yeah, made in USA, not China. 92 keys with 12 function keys and a numeric pad. Interesting. It's a CPU, it's a 386, speed 20 megahertz. Yeah. It says RAM 2 megabytes to 10 megabytes. Well, this one that we're going to be looking at actually has 1 megabyte of RAM. Read-only memory 16 kilobytes. Look, graphic mode 640 by 400, 640 by 200 in DOS mode. Color monochrome orange. Well, I'm not going to read. But look at the price. $12,000 to $14,000. That was a huge ton of money back then. Well, and at the end of the page, eBay has popped up for no reason, and it displays as well the same one for $500. Yeah. Well, I suppose we'll turn it on now. Yeah, it's an amber color. See? I don't know why it's a keyboard, but it works perfect. See, I need to insert the system disk, which, by the way, I was given one of these 5¼ inch floppy disk, so I could put MS-DOS on it. Yeah, these ones. Yeah, I tested these, none of these have DOS on it, so I'm gonna have to make one of them. Yeah. Or maybe I might exchange the floppy disk to a 3.5 inch. Yeah, these are the floppy disks. They're DD, double-sided density, whatever. Double-sided, yeah, double density. They're 360 kilobytes. Yeah, I'm not sure I can put DOS on them. Well, it does work. Press any key. They just won't work. Well, the floppy disk is actually interesting. You gotta push out the button. Yeah, hitting this side. Put it in. And you push it. There's nothing for anything. Isn't it reading? And there's no operating system. Now, the way to get it out, there's no eject spring. So you have to kind of pull it out. Well, anyway, we'll look at the insides of it now. A very interesting computer, actually, this is. Well, as you can see, the insides, a lot of shielding, actually. You might notice there's a Molex connector there, and these wires are not color-coded. Well, as you can see, the hard drive's in there. That's a hard drive and the floppy disk. And that's the floppy disk, yeah. Yeah, and these are the insides. As I can see, it's an AC connector. And would you look at that? A 386. I don't know how you pop out the cage. Yeah, it's a 386. Unbelievable. First time in my life I've seen a 386. No idea what that socket is for. Look at those giant crystals. 40 megahertz, 40, yeah. Oh yeah, as you can see, there's a load of jumpers there, and there's jumpers there, and there's jumpers there. I'd like to point out, this machine has no BIOS. So all this has to be set by jumpers. So put in your jumper, I can't remember, but you had to set up if you wanted to boot it from the floppy or the hard drive. You had to change the jumpers so that it works. I would like to point out, look, they are true whole components. Look at the size of those resistors. Look, there's a 100 kilo ohm resistor, yeah, a 10 kilo ohm resistor, and another 10 kilo ohm, another 100, another 10. These components are true whole, so the solder's on the back, not like the surface mount, like these ones here. This is an amazing piece of technology. Yeah, we'll probably look at a motherboard next. I'll probably pop it out and we'll look at it. Well, here's the motherboard. There's the 386. I think that socket is for 286. That's operation 14 MHz and 40 MHz. This is the power connector. Here's the RAM. This is the connectors for the hard drive and the floppy disk. Floppy disk, hard drive. Yeah. This is actually expansion slot. This here is actually a connector, which this one goes onto it. It goes on, it says 32-bit option. Okay, that's one. And then this card goes in. I have no idea what the hell is that card. No model numbers at all. But anyway, I think it's a load of chips inside. We'll probably look at it. And the connector here, parallel port, serial port, and the video port. This actually is actually the video card. If you see, actually this comes out because it goes into this card, and that actually connects to the mobile motherboard. Oh yeah, there's an LED, and guess what that connects on? It's a really big battery. Yeah, we'll go over some more electronics inside. Yeah, I forgot to say, this is actually the keyboard connector. Really strange. Let me just... Here's some chips, big ones. 436, yeah. Yeah, and yeah. Any big chips, so yeah. Compaq Q. Few oscillators, crystal oscillators, some jumpers. More jumpers. There's the beautiful part, a 386. I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is a Pentium one for comparison. 100 megahertz. I think it's about 20 megahertz. And another socket, which is actually a bit smaller. I think you can fit a 286 in there. Oh yeah, my Pentium does the best. Yeah, and that is it. Read. Oh, a couple of chips missing. Look, just look at the parts. Look at the size of the transistors. Just look at it. And the resistor fuse. Like, let's say here, 100 kilo ohm resistor. Just look at the size of it. Just unbelievable. Look, I found a fuse. An inductor. Just unbelievable technology here. Look, the carbon resistor, that's the biggest one I see so far. And I think it's the only one. Just ignore the radio. Look, an LED. Just unbelievable. The RAM. It's just so wonderful. The RAM actually pops out like this. You get a screwdriver and you push it in. You have, I'm not sure you can see it. There's a little notch. And you have, there we go. It just pops out like that. Just ignore my stupidity. That is a RAM. I think that's a SIM, but it's way too long to be a SIM. Actually, I do have normal size SIM, EDO, that's so called. If I can find it. Oh yeah. This is actually quite similar. Just ignore my key ring. This is 1 megabyte RAM. You can see it's almost the same. You can see the two little holes, the notches, and so on. 42 pins and the 30. Just my key ring. Actually, there's 4 of these things. Slots. But it's unbelievable technology. Okay, we'll just go over some more parts and then we'll just conclude the video. Okay, this thing that we were just looking previously, I got it apart. It's just a big load of chips. Look, 1987 Compaq Q. That is just unbelievable. If you call that 32-bit operation, I don't know what the hell is it. What's the 64 then? Two connectors which just sit on top of each other, and that's it. Okay, the thing actually we were looking at, the 9-pin video output, that was thing. I got the cage open and it says display control, you can see here. Not sure if that's the chip made in Singapore. I just love these crystal oscillators. Look, this is the original. And that's it. 1987. I'm just amazed by this technology. Oh yeah, just one more thing. This connector, guess where it goes? It just goes in there, and that's the connector. And it goes up to the LCD display. This is the AT power supply. You can see the switch. And this is the AT connector. It's just unbelievable. You can... Ooh, hard drive. That's the size of the hard drive. It's 5¼ inch hard drive, and that's the 5¼ inch floppy disk in there. Yeah, I will show you that later on. Right there is the hard drive. I will take it out and look at it. This is the 5¼ inch floppy disk. It's not the turning thingy, it's just the button. You can even see the size of the motors there. Jeez. I bet this is, yeah. Actually, that's actually a surprise, because I have a different cable as well. I wonder if that will... Yeah, it does actually fit in. But anyway, that is some freaking technology right there. We'll look at this a bit closer detail. Actually, I got a few floppy disks for testing. I just focus it in. I don't know which side does it go in. Oh yeah, but it just goes in. Yeah, and you press it. There's no eject button. You have to get yourself to pull it out. Another thing, it doesn't have the thingy, the aluminium thing. But that's vintage technology. What do you expect about it? I'll probably test these, probably install MS-DOS on it, and we'll take a closer look at the hard drive next. Well, a sneaky way they incorporated a hard drive into a 5¼ This is a 3.5 floppy disk for comparison. And the strangest thing is, it doesn't say what size is it. No stickers. It's very strange. But in the when I was reading it about online, it even said it was a 40 megabyte hard drive. So, no surprise there. But anyway, now what did I do now? I used a floppy cable. I connected it to a 3.5 drive. It's a bit some modern electronics. Actually, new cable. I used the adapter, homemade, so I can have extra 3 connectors. I used the hard drive because it's easiest. And then another adapter into the 3.5 floppies. In Windows, you can have the option to format and also create MS-DOS startup disk. Now that is what I did. It's very interesting. A bit some errors, but it seems to do the job. It's just... yeah, it's the same error. Okay, it's reading. ignore the radio. I love the radio, especially the 80s. It's just a boot up disk, it's not an installation disk. You can see it's reading. Okay, just ignore. Oh, I get it. It's the CD-ROM, which has the hard drive attached to it, without the master and slave cable. This is what it's originally designed for. But let's just do some programming. dir. Let's just type directory. So we can do some basic commands like check disk. I spelled it wrong. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere. Scan disk, okay. I just ignore it. Oh, I'm eating pretzels, aren't I? Ooh! I do remember this! This one came with Windows 95. Oh my god, I just found out there's no arrows that can change whatever. But, examine. I do remember, especially Windows 95 and 98 had these ones. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the scan disk. I do remember it. Oops. There we go. I just really had to do with this color. Wait. Format. Oops. Oh, I just found out. There's some bad buttons, like the space button. Invalid drive. Okay. What was it? Oh yeah, format. What's a format.com? Yeah. No. F disk. Yeah. I think that's the way. No, fix disk. Yeah. It must be a hardware issue. But I can get this computer to work. Okay, DIN. Good. Bye. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to show you. Look at this. It's just amazing. I can barely see it. Yeah, I'm sure I can make it out. Oh yeah, see the way I type in the /W? If you don't type it in, I just come up a file and they just go off the screen. So the trick is to do that. I think it's forward slash or backwards slash. And they just come up with, actually it does load a bit slow. Well, wait, what's Q-base? Oh. I actually do remember using MS-DOS 6.22 when I was a very young kid, but not a setup, a startup disk, boot disk I meant to say. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could, I think this one was the program thingies. Well, I'm actually running out of battery, so thank you for enjoying this Compaq Portable 386. Myself personally, I love the 386 processor. I've never held it in my hand before. Never seen it with my eyes, except Google Images, which doesn't count. But that is the... I can't even describe it. It's like really vintage. You can use the numpad as... yeah. Well, anyway, thanks for enjoying this vintage computer repair and getting it to work with modern technology. I'll probably put in... oh, sure, it'd be good if you could put in a Windows XP on it. Take 2 hours to load. Anyway, thank you. Next video I might install a boot disk on a 3.5 and a quarter, I meant to say, floppy disk, and I might get this 5 and a quarter to work on the Windows XP, so we'll see. Thank you and goodbye.